Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. As a girly with a full-time job and having this as my hobby, I thought it'd be interesting to do a what I realistically read in a week kind of video. We have a lot of our Booktube girlies and obviously reading is literally their full-time job, the actual dream, imagine. They get a lot of reading done. They're reading like 15, 16 books a month. I'm not that girl. I'm definitely more in my reading era now, so I do tend to read a lot more books a month than I used to, let's say, this time last year. But yeah, I thought it would be a really fun thing to do this week, to just see what I get through in a week realistically. This is one of my lesser working weeks, if that makes sense. I kind of am on like a week A, week B kind of basis. So one week I will work 6 days, Monday to Saturday, and then the next week I'll work 4 days, Tuesday to Friday. And I've picked that week because I feel like if I did a week where I worked Monday to Saturday, I'm definitely not going to be reading nowhere near as much and it would be such a boring video. So it's Monday today, I'm not working, I'm back at work tomorrow, and this is actually also really exciting. So basically I've lived here for almost 2 years now, and before I even moved here I knew that really local to me there would be a book cafe, and it looks so cute. I've seen it 1,000 times from the outside in passing and like in my car and whatnot, and I've never been. I still haven't been. Like, that's criminal. It's literally like a 10-minute walk from me and I still haven't been. Why? Why is that? Today's the day. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go. I'm so excited. So it's such a cool little concept. I think during the day it's like cafe vibes. There's bookshelves everywhere, like coffee and cake, or, you know, a sarnie, something like that. And then they also do like really cool events in the evenings, and they have a bar, they do cocktails. It's just the coolest little establishment ever. I don't know why I haven't been. I think I definitely also want to see if they have like a brochure of their events, because like I say, they've done like quiz nights, candle making, all sorts of really fun things, which is probably a really great way to meet new people as well. And I'm always on the hunt for more local bookish besties for me to just chat ears off to, basically. So yeah, I'm about to leave. It's actually kind of stormy in the UK at the moment. We actually had a power cut last night because the wind was that bad. So I might be a little bit wild to think it's going to be an enjoyable walk, because like I said, it's like a 10-15 minute walk from here and it's uphill, so I might literally get blown away, but sure it'll be fine. I'm bringing my Kindle with me to read. I'm actually starting a brand new book, so that's kind of scratches an itch in my brain to know that I'm starting this video on a brand new book as well. So I'm going to be reading The Husbands, which is an ARC that I've been approved for. Really grateful for that. It's by Holly, I hope I pronounce this correctly, Gramazio. And from what I can gather, it's basically about a woman who has been searching for a husband for years and years and years, and she just has no luck. She cannot find her husband, the guy that she wants to spend her life with. And then, this is going to sound really weird, but I think she starts to realise that her attic is generating husbands, and she literally ends up, I think, with like over 200 husbands to choose from. It sounds wild, but also just so entertaining. Like, I've never heard of a concept like that before. So I asked NetGalley and they very generously gave me an ARC to read. So really grateful for that. Thank you, NetGalley. Don't imagine you're watching this video. So yeah, I've just downloaded it. I'm gonna read that when I get to the cafe, get my headphones on, have a little nibble, and yeah, we'll see how much of this book I get through today. As you can tell, it's a lot later now. My makeup's off, I'm fresh-faced, and I just thought I'd give you a quick little reading update actually. I haven't read as much as I'd wanted today, and that is partly because actually it's probably my latest video on my channel. It will be linked at the end of this video if you want to go and watch it. But editing that just gave me a full mental breakdown. I I did actually cry probably for about 1 whole minute, because the night before it kind of crashed, and at a glance it looked like it was all okay and that nothing had been sort of messed up, and then I just suddenly realised in the midst of editing it the next day that the media was all jumbled up, and obviously I had to do like a split screen situation, and then both my different types of media weren't like properly correlated, and it just, yeah, it was stressful. But so that took up a big chunk of my morning. But anyway, as I said earlier, I am reading The Husbands by Holly Graziamo. I think I've remembered that correctly. I'm on chapter 13 and I'm about a third of the way through, and I'm having such a great time with it. Actually, I was expecting like entertainment, a bit of humor, then other than that I just wasn't really sure what I was expecting, but it's definitely making me laugh. It's definitely not like anything I've read before. It's one of those things where I'm like, I'm a third of the way in and I'm enjoying it, but I am intrigued to see how the story kind of develops, because I imagine, to be fair, if it stays the way that it is reading now, it probably will start to get a little bit boring perhaps. So I'm hoping obviously she manages to do a bit of something with the plot. At the moment, yeah, it's just the wildest thing I've ever read. Like I said, it is literally this woman who has men coming out of her attic. Like, so basically she comes home and there is this random guy that she doesn't know. She realizes her flat looks totally different. There's pictures of her, this guy, and she's like, wait, what? And this guy is her husband. But every time the husband goes up into the attic, a brand new husband comes down, and it's just like this constant cycle, and it's just so bizarre. But I'm finding it so much fun, and it's definitely giving me the entertainment that I wanted at the moment. But the reason I feel like I haven't read as much of that as I'd wanted is actually because I've also been doing a bit of light non-fiction reading. And I've read this before, well, I don't think I've ever fully read it, but I've dipped in and out of this many a time. And that is Skincare, and this was written by Caroline Hirons. I think that's how you pronounce her name. This is such a great book if you just want to know a bit more about skincare, kind of get an idea of maybe what you should or shouldn't be using based on your age, your skin type, what benefits you're trying to get out of using a good skincare regime. I've actually spent quite a lot of time just perusing through this and trying to update my skincare. Obviously this is a reading vlog, so I don't want to bore you too much with the details of that because it's kind of irrelevant, but I don't know, I just feel like my skincare isn't as optimized as it could be. I'm just looking to change a few products out and see if they give me the kind of benefits and skin that I'm looking for. Mostly because I'm starting to wear a bit more makeup these days than I used to, because it just makes me feel better, and I kind of got out of the habit of using it, and it just makes me, feel a bit more put together. But it's just not sitting on my skin the way I want it to, which is honestly so frustrating because I found such a nice foundation. It was really highly recommended online and it feels great. It's super lightweight, which is what I want. I'm not a heavy coverage girly. I do still like to look quite natural. Anyway, that's a whole different story. But if you're looking for like a good like coffee table book, even, it looks great on a coffee table. Or if you just want a little bit of insights into how to optimize your skincare, I would definitely recommend that book. It's got everything you need to know, literally like all the different products that you can use, like what type of skin you have, and then obviously consequently what products you should be using, what products you shouldn't be using. Like any type of detail you can imagine, that book goes into. But so I'm back to work tomorrow, so I think I'm just going to spend the rest of my evening reading a little bit more of The Husbands and then just chilling, maybe watching a little bit of TV. It's like I think 8:30 or something like that, so not crazy late, but this girlie does like to get into bed sort of early, so probably get a little bit more reading done and then get ready for the week ahead. So cheers to that. guys, the way it is so messy in here, and like you would never even know. I've thrown everything to the side. The bed was full of crap. And now it just looks so ready for bed. Anyway, I'm gonna put my glasses on my head because it annoys me when you can see the ring light reflecting. Anyway, I thought I'd give you a mini update on where I'm at with my reading this week. Obviously, it's only the next day, it's Tuesday today, but I won't be able to probably update or really read much tomorrow, and I'll get to that in a minute. But obviously, I've still been reading my arc of the husbands, and I've literally just got to like the 2/3 point. I'm still having a great time. To be honest, there's not really much to say in this update, other than the fact that I just wanted to make sure that I said something, because it might be a while now until I say another thing. It's still funny. I obviously said yesterday I was a bit concerned maybe about like how they were going to continue the story and like develop the story and not get it be a bit boring and tedious and repetitive. Definitely achieving that. Like I say, I'm 66% in, and a lot has happened since I last read it, and it's kept the story quite refreshing and interesting. Like, it's one of those books where I just never know what's gonna be in the next chapter. Like, you know, romances are great because 95% of the time you know exactly what's gonna happen. Boy meets girl, blah blah blah, gets together, third act conflict, stays together, kind of thing. But I have no idea what's going on in this book, honestly, but it's so fun. Like, it's really keeping me on my toes and definitely bringing the entertainment factor for sure. In the back of my mind, I know that Crescent City literally comes out a week today. And so I will obviously definitely finish this by then, probably finish this hopefully Friday at the latest, which then gives me 3 days to read another book until Flame and Shadow comes out, which is a bit ambitious for me. So we'll see how we do. As I say, I'm probably not going to be filming really at all tomorrow or reading anything tomorrow because I'm working during the day, and then I'm actually off out to a pantomime in the evening, which is so random for a Wednesday, but one of my friends is in like a local drama group, and I've seen like on her B-reel her little dress rehearsal pictures. Anyway, I just thought it'd be so fun, so me and a few friends are going to go and watch her in a panto tomorrow, but it's literally going to be like work, gets home, showers, gets ready, goes to panto, has dinner, drinks, comes home and like crashes out because I'm still working Thursday, Friday. So it's going to be a bit of a manic one. Don't think I'm going to get any pages read tomorrow, but I mean, I could stand corrected, who knows. But that's all I wanted to basically come on and say. So next time you see me, I will maybe have finished this. It could be Thursday, it could be Friday, who knows. Hope you're having a good week. I mean, this is going to go up at the weekend, so you would have known how your week was, but I'm putting the thoughts out there. I hope you're having a great week as it stands on this fine Tuesday evening, and I'll catch up with you some point later. I'm going to bed because I'm freaking exhausted now. Good morning, guys. So it is a few days since I last spoke to you. I think I spoke to the camera on Tuesday. It's now Saturday. It's been a busy week. Like, obviously I only worked 4 days this week, but the evenings have been kind of busy. I've been going to the gym a lot. I went to visit my mum after work one day this week. So I've been reading. I just haven't really had time to like talk to the camera and give you more regular updates. But I finished The Husbands by Holly Gramazio, I think that's how you say her surname. I always forget it. I want to say Graziano, like from Strictly. And I've given this book 4 stars. It was so much fun. It's kind of almost exactly what I was expecting, what I wanted to get out of it. It's such an innovative concept. Like, I've never read anything like it before. I can't remember how in depth I went. I think I have explained what it's about, but long story short, it's about a woman and she just keeps getting unlimited husbands coming out of her attic. So as soon as one husband goes into the attic, he changes into a different husband, and the cycle just continues. She sends one up, another one comes down, and it's just bizarre. Obviously, each husband that comes down changes the course of her life. So her flat looks different, her jobs sometimes change, like her circumstances in life sometimes change. Like, essentially with each husband, her life takes a different shape. And yeah, it really made me laugh. There were some points of this book that were hilarious. Lauren as a main character, for the most part, I liked. There were some points where I found her kind of unlikable, and this was more towards the end, and the end third maybe of the book is sort of where my rating drops a little bit, because before that I was like really enjoying it. I didn't really have much bad to say about it. I just found towards the end I felt like the plot wasn't developing as much as I wanted to. This book is like 350 pages, so it's not short, and I personally think it would have worked better as more of a novella, because the concept is really funny, but it can get tiring after a while, and obviously some sort of lessons hidden beneath the pages I think that you're meant to kind of learn from Lauren's experience, from constantly changing your life, trying to look for the perfect fit without putting the work in, if that makes sense. But I feel like after a while it was going on a bit too long, nothing was really happening, and then the ending was like crazy abrupt. I think literally within like the last 5 pages we kind of just wrapped up the ending kind of out of nowhere, and it was a little bit unsatisfying. I wish it had maybe ended a little bit differently. I wouldn't say it was a bad ending per se, but I just wish we spent more time kind of getting there and kind of evaluating it, and I don't know, it just felt, like I say, a bit abrupt, and it made it disappointing even though it wasn't necessarily a disappointing outcome. There would have been one other outcome that I did want to happen, which is just the romance girly in me. And if you choose to read this book when it comes out, I think it's either April or May. I'll have to look that up. And you decide to read it, you'll know what I mean by that, I think. No, I definitely enjoyed it. It was such a great arc. So thankful to NetGalley and Random House for giving me a copy. There's also a really fun husband generator that you can take part in. You can just keep like randomizing it until you get one that you think you'd like, and I actually received one which made me die. So it says, Louis always wanted to be an AI prompt engineer, but currently he's working as a photographic assistant. He knows a lot about escape rooms. He has a pet ferret called Tarantula, whom he likes to call his little fluffy punctuation. So random, but I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun. I'd probably keep that husband for a little while before I sent him back in the attic. So why does he have a ferret called Tarantula? Don't know, but I think it's hilarious. But yeah, so I enjoyed that, and as it stands now, it's Saturday, obviously, I said, and that means Tuesday is 3 days away, which means Crescent City 3 is 3 days away, and I'm actually so panicked that I'm not going to get my pre-order on the release date. Like, if I come home from work on Tuesday and I still haven't got my Amazon package, I'm going to be very, very angry. But anyway, so that means I've got 3 days to squeeze in a book, and I read the first in this series back in November. Granted, I was on holiday, so I probably did read it a bit quicker than I normally would, but I'm going to try and read it and finish it before Tuesday, and that is the second book in the Inheritance Games trilogy. So this is the Hawthorne Legacy, the second book. I literally just had to go online and just recap really quickly what happened in the Inheritance Games, and it came back to me really quickly. But yeah, I think I read that book maybe in 2 days, maybe 3 days. They are, I think it's like 350 pages as well, or maybe just shy of, maybe like 320 or something. I don't know, but it sounds kind of like mid-range, but I just flew through the book. The text is kind of large. The chapters are so short and snappy, like it just reads really quickly for me. I could probably binge this in a day if I actually wanted to. But yeah, I've got a few things to get through today, like errands, which I might take you along with a little bit maybe, I don't know, don't hold me to that. I'm actually getting my nails done in a minute. My thumbnail is missing. So go and do that. I need to really quickly run into town, and I need to visit my father. But yeah, I'm really excited to start this. Like I say, got through the first one so quickly, and I think hopefully this will be the same. The last one ended on pretty big cliffhanger, and I remember being so confused at first. I kind of sat there and I was just like, wait, what? Like, I couldn't really compute it in my brain. Granted, I was surrounded by all my friends in a holiday house. There was alcohol. I'm surprised I actually remembered most of it, to be honest with you. But no, I'm definitely excited to continue on with this series. Quick and easy. Hopefully I can binge it before Crescent City 3 comes out, because I don't really want to be in the middle of it before I start Crescent City, because as I've just established, my memory is terrible, and I'm just not a reading 2 books at one time girly. I really am a strict 1 book at a time girl, because I just get so overstimulated otherwise. But yeah, I thrifted this on Vinted, which is wicked, but as you can see, it's a little bit battered. I reckon well, I mean, I say battered, that's a bit harsh. It is in actually pretty decent condition considering. Other than these, I don't know if you can see that, these tiny like teeth marks, I can only assume their dog managed to get a hold of it, which I just think is so funny. I can relate My family dog has chewed numerous things of mine in the past. Yes, so that's what I'm hopefully going to be reading for the second part of this video. And yeah, hopefully I can finish it or almost finish it before this video ends, because I'm actually ending this video tomorrow. So I might not even finish it. So I might have only finished one book in this whole video, but hey, that's the whole point. We're being realistic here. Full-time girly. Also got other things to be doing in her spare time. So we shall see. But yeah, I'll catch you a bit later, hopefully for an update. I hopefully would have started that book. I'm also going to watch the Barbie movie tonight on my own, because you can now rent it on Prime, and I still haven't seen it, and I've been dying to watch it. So I think I'm going to do like hot chocolate, popcorn, blankets, hoodie, like get super cozy and watch it, and I'm so excited. But yeah, I will catch you later on in the day. Okay, besties, it is the end. Well, it's not the end of Sunday, it's like 5:30, but I'm ending the video here. I am gonna read more after this. So it's like 95% what I've read this week. I'm sure it's no surprise, honestly. I haven't finished The Hawthorne Legacy, but I am on page 203, so like I've made a pretty big dent in this. It just reads so fast. Honestly, I forget every time how quickly you can get through this book. I think I sat down this morning for like an hour to read, just first thing over a coffee. It was actually very lovely. I wasn't even reading full on for like the hour. I was kind of in and out of my phone, and I read like maths. I read like 80 pages. It's just so quick and easy, but yet not so easy that it's boring or predictable. In fact, I pretty much never predict any of the outcomes in these books. Honestly, it keeps me on my toes. So this week, Monday to Sunday, I have read a total of 557 pages. I'm actually pretty happy with that, considering how busy this week has been. Especially, you know, Tuesday I was running the dog grooming salon because my boss was poorly, and not that that affects my day as such, but I do find I come home a lot more tired after days where I'm running the salon, just because it's like a lot of brain power. So I did that. Obviously went to the panto Wednesday. I didn't read anything on Wednesday. Thursday I went to my mum's in the evening. I've been going to the gym a lot in the evenings. Like, it's been a busy week-ish. So I'm happy with that. That's a solid reading week. Even though I only finished one book in this video, you know, 550 odd pages is good. That is a good amount of pages. Busy bee as always. I know. So that's my reading week. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, subscribe, all those amazing things, and I will catch you in the next one, which I suppose will be a January wrap up, which blows my mind a little bit, I can't lie. How are we in February soon? Honestly, quite terrifying, but roll with the punches. Catch you next week.